Thanks very much. Two things about this night so far, and the other speakers have been absolutely amazing. One is, as a hockey player, you have a reputation of being tough. I've had surgeries, I've had concussions, broken bones. I don't think I could live and grow up in Nancy's household. I mean, that's tough. I would never have leftovers, for sure. The second thing is, and I don't know what this is, if it's a summer athlete and a winter athlete divide, but I don't understand how they can do a speech without notes. And so me, the winter athlete, I've got to bring out notes. I want to thank you very much. Obviously, I'm very honored to be here this evening and in this wonderful celebration of sport. When I was first told of this honor, obviously your thoughts go back to the journey that took you here. And as the video said, my first and foremost thought was with my mom. To lose a spouse like she did at the age of 38 and to pack up 3 kids and to bring them to Victoria to be closer to her folks took incredible courage and strength. And as a kid who loved sports, I mean, Redwater, we went down to 1,446 people there, yeah. When we came out to the West Coast. So, but for a kid that loved sports, it was an absolute paradise. And I think that's been echoed by many people today here to come to Victoria and just the immense opportunities. And I think that my mom saw that for us. And that was one big reason for our move. So she was somebody who never put pressure on me to become a professional athlete, never put any sort of pressure on me at all. As a single mom, she made it work. My sport took a lot of time, it took a lot of money. She never complained. She was always there for me and always there for us. And we had a very normal upbringing, even though we had a single parent. And I'm very thankful for that. It wasn't just my mom, obviously my brother and sister were there, and at a time losing my father, it could have pulled us apart, but instead it really brought us together. Certainly there's sacrifices along the way when you're an aspiring athlete, and I know in the World Junior Championships I had an opportunity to go to Finland, and as a result I missed my sister's wedding, and there was no problem with her. She just said, just go and good luck. And as a burden, it just lifted it off for me, and I was able to enjoy the experience. But it's that kind of sacrifice, just on not on my part, but on my family's part, was wonderful. But there's the good times too, because I remember when I was playing in Toronto for the Maple Leafs, and my brother was out visiting us, out visiting me, and here I am. I bring him in the dressing room after a practice, and there's Wendell Clark and Doug Gilmour and Grant Fuhr. And for the little brother to bring his big brother in and to see that look of awe on his face was really special to share it with them. I mean, to me, they were just my teammates now, but it was really special to share that with my big brother after all these years. So it was wonderful. The last person I obviously want to say is with my wife. I mean, she's just been a rock for me. We met at Cornell. She's been an emotional support through my professional career, lots of up and downs. And it's just, as an athlete, to be able to compete, knowing that she's got my back, was just wonderful. The last thing I'd like to say is just, as it alluded, when I look back at my time in Victoria, and I don't live here anymore, I live in Ottawa. It's not my fault. But when I look back on my time here and all these athletes, I see Gerald Kazanowski, I met Mr. Ken Shields today, Silken Lawman, Simon Whitfield. All these wonderful athletes. What a rich environment to be in. And I'm so thankful to come back. And when you mention about some of the things I did, it was baseball, it was cross country. When I come back on the airport, I feel like I'm home. And I want to thank you very much for making it such a special homecoming. Thanks.